Ashtarak is a town in the Aragatsotn Province of Armenia, located on the left bank of Kasagh River along the gorge, northwest of the capital Yerevan. It is the administrative center of the Aragatsotn Province. Ashtarak is an important crossroad of routes for the Yerevan-Gyumri Vanadzor rectangle. The town plays a great role in the national economy as well as the cultural life of Armenia through several industrial enterprises and cultural institutions. It has developed as a satellite town of Yerevan. The nearby village of Mufni is part of the Ashtarak municipality. As of the 2011 census, the population of the town was 18,834. However, as per the 2016 official estimate, the population of Ashtarak is 18,000. Etymology: the name of Ashtarak is the Armenian word for tower or fortress. However, according to linguist Grigor Gapantsian, the name of Ashtarak is derived from Ishtar, the Assyrian and Babylonian goddess of fertility. Contrary to the latest historical research has proved that the name of Ishtar was never used in the Armenian mythology during the ancient times. Instead, the goddess of fertility was known as Shadi in the ancient kingdom of Urartu, and later became to be known as Ashtarak among the Armenian monks. Other linguists suggest that the name of Ashtarak is related either with the legendary figure in the Armenian history Shida, the son of King Artaxerxes of Armenia, or with Zard-uri II, the king of Urartu. History: according to Moses Korenatsi, Aramaniak, the son of the patriarch and founder of the Armenian nation Hake along with his clan, settled in the area of modern-day Aragatsotn. The cemeteries of Veraneva archaeological site located 3 kilometers west of Ashtarak dating back to the period between the 24th and 14th centuries BC. Historically, the area of modern-day Ashtarak was part of the Aragatsotn canton of Yerevan.It province of the ancient kingdom of Armenia. The town is one of the oldest settlements in Armenia with many historical and cultural monuments that demonstrate the valuable patterns of Armenian architecture. In the history of the Armenian highland, Ashtarak was mentioned as a rural settlement for the first time during the 9th century. However, the importance of Ashtarak has declined during the following centuries under the rule of the foreign powers. Between the 11th and 15th centuries, the entire region of Aragatsotn along with the rest of the historic territories of Armenia suffered from the Seljuk Mongol, Agquayanlu and Karakoyanlu invasions, respectively. At the beginning of the 16th century, Ashtarak became part of the Yerevan-Beglarbegi within the Safavid Persia. Within the 17th century, the town was entirely rebuilt. During the first half of the 18th century, Ashtarak became part of the Yerevan Khanate under the rule of the Afsharid dynasty and later under the Qajar dynasty of Persia. It remained under the Persian rule until 1827 to 1828, when eastern Armenia was ceded by the Russian Empire as a result of the Russo-Persian War of 1826–28 and the signing of the Treaty of Turkmenchai. After the fall of the Russian Empire in 1917, Ashtarak was included within the First Republic of Armenia declared on 28 May 1918. However, after 2 years of brief independence, Armenia became part of the Soviet Union in December 1920. From 1930 until 1995, Ashtarak was the center of the Ashtarak Raion. During that period, Ashtarak was granted the status of a town in 1963. After the independence of Armenia in 1991, Ashtarak became the capital of the newly formed Aragatsotn Province as a result of the territorial administration reform of 1995. Geography. Ashtarak is located on the left bank of Kasagh River, 13 kilometers to the northwest of the capital Yerevan, at an approximate height of 1,110 meters above sea level. The town occupies the central point between the Ararat Plain from the south and the mountains of Aragatsotn from the north. The area is rich with water resources. The fountains of Sagmosav and Vanadzor and Shroshore are the main sources of drinking water for the town. The town is divided into 4 districts: Old Ashtarak on the right bank of Kasagh River, Dakap on the left side of Kasagh, Gitavan and Bhagavan. The village of Mufni, included within the municipality of Ashtarak, is located to the north of the town. The valley of Ashtarak, commonly known as Ashtarak.Dzor, is a major destination for visitors from Yerevan and other nearby settlements. Ashtarak has a cold climate during winters with mildly hot summers. Demographics. Ashtarak is primarily inhabited by Armenians who belong to the Armenian Apostolic Church. The regulating body of the church is the Diocese of Aragatsotn with the St. Mesrop-Mashtots Cathedral in Oshakhan. Here is the population timeline of Ashtarak since 1831. Culture. Ashtarak has a cultural palace along with many public libraries. The town is also home to the House Museum of novelist Perch Proshin, founded in 1948, is located in Ashtarak within the Proshin family house. It was last restored in 2008. The 17th-century bridge of Ashtarak on Kasagh River is among the interesting sights of the town. It is located in the gorge just below the church of St. Sarkis. It was built in 1664 by the efforts of Mardesi Kolugriga, a wealthy merchant from Kasagh. The bridge features 3 arches that are unequal in size. The churches of Spitkova, Kamravor and Siranavor. According to a legend, 3 sisters lived in Ashtarak, all of whom fell in love with the same man, Prince Sarkis. The elder 2 sisters decided to commit suicide in favor of the youngest one wearing an apricot orange dress and the other wearing a red dress. They threw themselves into the Ashtarak gorge. When the youngest sister found out, she put on a white dress and also threw herself into the gorge. Sarkis then became a hermit and 3 small churches appeared at the edge of the gorge, named after the sisters' dress colors. The best preserved one among the 3 churches is the Kamravor Church, dating back to the 7th century, dedicated to the Holy Mother of God. It has a small cruciform central plan, with a reddish, apricot-colored dome, and an octagonal drum. Other churches include Spitkova, built between the 5th and 6th centuries, and Siranavor, built between the 13th and 14th centuries. Both are located along the edge of the gorge. St. Marianne Church. The largest church of the town is the St. Marianne Church, located at the center of Ashtarak. It was built in 1271 and has a rectangular plan from outside and a cruciform-type plan from inside with an octagonal drum above. A belfry was added in 1838. St. Sarkis Church. The 19th-century church of St. Sarkis, built on an old foundation, is situated on an attractive point at a promontory overlooking the gorge and offers a fine view to the above-mentioned 3 churches. The external walls of the structure were almost completely restored recently, while the interior walls remain the same. Some pieces of the outer walls remain sitting next to the church with carvings on them. Transportation. Ashtarak is a satellite of Yerevan and connected with the capital through the Ashtarak Highway. The M1 motorway connects Ashtarak with northwestern Armenia, including the city of Gyumri, while the M3 motorway connects the town with northeastern Armenia up to the Georgian border. Economy. Ashtarak is one of the important industrial centers in the Republic of Armenia. The industrial sector of the town is based on canned food, dairy products and beverages, mainly processing the domestic raw materials and grapes. The Ashtarak Cat Company is one of the leading producers of dairy products, cheese and ice cream in Armenia. The town is also home to the Ashtarak.Du poultry farm, as well as the Karam cooperative for building materials production, with several restaurants and recreation areas. The valley of Kasagh River, locally known as Ashtarak.Dzor, is major destination for visitors from Yerevan and other areas. Education. Ashtarak is home to 7 public education schools, 6 kindergartens and 4 art schools. Many museums and public libraries are operating in the city. Ashtarak is also home to 2 major research institutions, the Mikhailin Institute for Physical Research and the Institute of Radiophysics and Electronics. Sport FC Mika was founded in 1999 on the basis of the merger of 2 football clubs, Mika Ashtarak and Kasagh Ashtarak. Under the merger, the name of the new club became Mika Kasagh Ashtarak. However, the merger only lasted for 1 year, until 2000. Kasagh Ashtarak restored its original name, keeping the logo, history and statistics, while FC Mika settled for being a new club. In 2007, Mika was relocated from Ashtarak to Yerevan. The only stadium of the city is Kasagh Stadium with a capacity of 3,500 spectators. Ashtarak is also home to the Yerevan horse riding club. International relations. Twin towns. Sister cities. Ashtarak is twinned with Alfatville, France. Notable natives. Nurses v. Ashtarak Catholicos of all Armenians. Perch Proshian, novelist. Smabat Shafaziz, poet. Norer Sisakian, Soviet Armenian biochemist and one of the founders of space biology. Gevorg Emin, poet. Vargas Petrosyan, playwright and novelist.